AEW's Full Gear is going to take place on November the 13th, 2021. As of today, on this Sunday afternoon, we are 6 days away from the show taking place. So I thought it was only right that I give you guys my predictions for the show. We got 8 matches on the card here, so most of the matches have already been announced. This is pretty much what the card is going to look like. I don't really see any other matches, being added to the card. But before I get in, man, I first want to say, man, thank you for taking the time out today to click on this video. Like, commenting, and subscribe will be much appreciated. We are on the road to the big 500, half of 1K. As of the making of this video, we are at 469 subscribers. So we're trying to get to 470. So one sub away. That will be much appreciated. But, looking at this card for Full Gear, I'm very excited. A lot of people are excited. Who knows? Maybe this show could be just as big, if not bigger, than AEW's previous pay-per-view All Out. So, like I said, we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get straight to it. We have a Falls Count Anywhere match. Well, a Falls Count Anywhere 6-man tag team match. Playa, the Super Click, Adam Cole and Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson taking on Christian Cage and Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. This feud, this little rivalry between the three guys, between the both groups of tag teams have been viewing for quite some time now, since the moment Adam Cole showed up in AEW, taking out Jungle Boy and pretty much Jurassic Express. So this has been viewing for a while now, and it most likely is going to culminate with this match. I'm going to go ahead and say it. I do think that Christian Cage and Jurassic Express will get the W here. Obviously, with the way things are going, I feel like tonight it's just not going to be, Full Gear is just not going to be a great night for the Elite overall, as we talk about it later on in this prediction video. So, yes, Christian Cage and Jurassic Express should get the win, and who knows, maybe this might be the match that opens up the show. Who knows? We have a 10-man tag team Minneapolis street fight, the Inner Circle. Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, Santana and Ortiz versus Men of the Year, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, and America Top Team, Junior Dos Santos, Andra Arlovski, sorry for mispronouncing these names, and Dan Lambert, who is the leader of America Top Team. So this rivalry has also been viewing. I'm actually looking forward to this, man. Minneapolis street fight should be a really good, and I feel like that this is where the feud between Men of the Year and the Inner Circle is going to culminate here. So, with that being said, I'm actually going to go out and say the Inner Circle will get the W. I don't really see Dan Lambert doing a lot in this match. He'll get a few hits here and there, but in the end of the day, the Inner Circle will come out on top. So, I have the Inner Circle winning this one, Playa. All right. Since there's a third tag team match, I'm just going to go out and talk about it. Tag team match Playa for the AEW World Tag Team Championships. The Lucha Bros defends their title versus FTR, Dex Harwood, and Cash Wheeler. FTR took the AAA belts from the Lucha Bros. So the Lucha Bros obviously weren't too happy about that. They're like, okay, you think you could take our AAA tag team belts? How about you come over here and try to take our AEW World Tag Team belts? So here we are. And should be a really good tag team match. FTR's old school wrestling style versus the Lucha Bros' high flying ability should be a really great tag team match. But in the end, I do see the Lucha Bros retaining their World Tag Team titles. The Lucha Bros are a tag team that are just really good. I just don't see them losing them titles anytime soon whatsoever. All right. Now, this is a match that I stated before, this is a match that I think could potentially be a show stealer, a match that will most likely be criminally underrated heading into this pay-per-view. Darby Allin versus MJF. I think this is a very special match, and of course, you have other matches that are taking place on this show, but the reason why Darby Allin versus MJF is so special because it's a match featuring 2 out of the 4 pillars of AEW. These two are the future of AEW, and trust me, this won't be the last time that these two ever face off whatsoever. I'm a huge fan of MJF, love what Darby Allin does, And it's going to be hard, man, because MJF just came off a loss to Chris Jericho at All Out. Same with Darby Allin coming off a loss. So it's just like, who you give the edge here. Someone look at this match and be like, well, it doesn't really matter who wins. But I have that sinking feeling that Darby, well, not sinking feeling, but I have that feeling at the end of the day, this should be a competitive match. I do see Darby Allin picking up the win here. So I'm going to predict that Darby Allin defeats MJF. And yeah, that's what it is. All right, so these two, CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. This all started because Eddie lost to Danielson. He got up in Punk's face. Punk, I guess, laughed at him, even though he wasn't really doing that. And I guess Punk was laughing, but Eddie took it as him like, oh, you're laughing at me. You think I'm a joke, buddy. I'm Eddie Kingston. You don't know who you messing with. So here we are, Eddie Kingston versus CM Punk. By the way, great segment they did on Rampage the other night. Really enjoyed it all throughout. But this should be really good, man. This should be really good. I'm gonna go with Punk on this one. Y'all know with Eddie Kingston, man. When you fight Eddie Kingston, you're not getting in a wrestling match. You're not just getting yourself into a fight. You're getting yourself into a war, because that's what Eddie Kingston is, war. When you step in the ring with Eddie Kingston, you're going to war, and it doesn't matter how big or small you are. You're going to war against Eddie Kingston. So this is gonna be a war. I do have CM Punk, like I said, winning, and yeah, CM Punk will defeat Eddie Kingston. All right, so after all that, we are going to get into the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament Final, where the winner will receive a future AEW World Championship match, most likely at one of AEW's TV specials, like, who knows, maybe either Winter is Coming, if they do that, or that, the first episode when they go to TBS, who knows, when they do that in January. But Bryan Danielson versus Miro. Now, a lot of people were, again, thinking it was going to be Moxley, but we, obviously with the rehab stuff, hope Moxley feels better. Miro gets replaced. I like this. Danielson versus Miro. Miro is just as a machine, a crazy man, God's favorite champion who wants to destroy. Man, you want Danielson to win because the party wants to see Danielson, for the AEW title, but I think Miro's going to win, man. I think what's going to happen, man, Miro's going to put Danielson that game over, but Danielson's not going to tap like everyone else. He's just going to faint. So Miro's going to get the W, but really should be a really great match for the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament Final. All right, next after that, man, we have the women's side, the AEW Women's World Championship. Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, defends her title against Ty Conti. I like this. Ty Conti is great. She's got that great work rate, pal. Shout out to UCR21. But, this is pretty good. This is a pretty good matchup for Britt Baker. And I think Britt Baker's going to win. This should be a competitive matchup. Taya's going to give everything she's got. But in the end, DMD does what she does best, and that's retain the title. So Dr. Britt Baker for the W. She will retain her title. And now the big match on the card. The match, this, ladies and gentlemen, is a match that has been viewing for almost a year now. This is a match that everything has led up to this. Kenny Omega versus Hangman Page, AEW World Title match last year at AEW's Full Gear. These two met in the World Title Eliminator Finals. Omega defeated them. These two were a tag team. We saw how that ended. Omega, he didn't like turn on Hangman. He just left Hangman laying in the ring, went to do his whole thing, and now the both men meet back up again. And it's a great story, of the Cowboy finally getting the win. And I do think that this is the moment that you do that. You give that moment to Hangman Page. It's just the right time. Hangman's over. He's hot. You don't want to do that. If Omega somehow wins, a lot of fans ain't going to be too happy about that, So you give Hangman the title. I know the big question is Hangman going to kick out the One Wing Angel? And hey, even if they don't do that where Hangman doesn't kick out the One Wing Angel, Hangman could still win the title without having to kick out of the One Wing Angel, if that makes any sense. So Hangman Page is going to win. I strongly do think that Hangman is going to win, and he's going to win the AEW World title. And that is my Full Gear predictions. So I hope you guys enjoyed my AEW Full Gear predictions, man. This is taking place next Saturday night, man. Very looking forward to this show. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling. Again, remember to subscribe to the channel. And speaking of Full Gear, I will actually most likely go live. When WWE did their releases, I did my first live stream, so I might actually go live again with my AEW Full Gear review. So be on the lookout for that. Anyways, it's been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so yeah.